Hi, I'm Hope Witkowsky, your host of Senior Scene. Do you remember when you were a little kid, or maybe even a teenager, and you had these dreams? You maybe wanted to be an astronaut, or maybe you wanted to skydive, and then life just happened. You were making a living, you were taking care of your family, and none of those dreams came to fruition. Well, today on our show, we're going to meet some seniors who've decided to take action on some of those dreams. 67-year-old Torrance Surfer wasn't always hanging 10 on a surfboard. This was a dream of hers fulfilled much later in life.
I'm a water baby. I've been actually surfing for about 5 years, and I surf every day from about 7 in the morning till 10 because I don't want the sun to get on me, and don't do weekends, but yeah, I love to surf every day.
Karen is just one example of hundreds of older adults trying something new, possibly even something out of their comfort zone. Statistics show that seniors who are active later in life are likely to live longer and healthier. Well, for some, just getting in front of a computer may sound just as daunting as surfing, and for one local instructor, he says it's much simpler than people think.
What trying to teach seniors that have no prior knowledge or very limited prior knowledge is, well, you have to kind of teach them a whole new set of paradigms of education and learning. They have to either learn to use a keyboard, learn to use a mouse, which is totally foreign to people. That is completely foreign. So we teach them the basics of the mechanics of keyboards and a mouse, and then we have to figure out where they find things, how they find things, because usually what they want to do is the simple things like email and doing web searches, and maybe when they really get good, paying bills online.
Rocky, a former IBM employee, is a great resource for these students who are giving it a go at Computer 101. As a school teacher at Levy Adult School, he's helping seniors who never touched a keyboard before.
The fun I have is, okay, this is a second job to me, if you will, or maybe even a third job. I've retired from other jobs, came back to this, and the reason I do it is because I enjoy the technology and I love teaching. I love working with people. So to me, it's a real enjoyable retirement, put it that way.
One of the students in Rocky's class realized that she was missing out on so much by not knowing how to use a computer. She wanted to take advantage of simplifying her everyday life by using a computer for many of her household tasks. She felt that she was missing out so much that happens on the internet.
I'm 69, soon to be 70, and I decided I'm not going to wait any longer. And this is what I decided I wanted to do for myself, is to learn how to use the computer.
Male or female, the desire to not wait any longer to come into the computer age continues to be one of those never too late things that seniors want to do. Roger only remembers what computers looked like when he was young by what he saw on the television programs.
I really can't remember. I know they had great big huge computers when I was just a little kid, but nobody had them in the general public.
When we look at these seniors making their not-too-late dream of learning how to work a computer come true, we can't miss the story of what their instructor, a senior retiree, gets out of this too.
The thing I really like about Torrance Adult School is the focus on the adult learner, whether it be younger adults to senior adults. And the nice thing about it is that we take the time and the effort to work with senior adults and really help them learn and develop their skills. If you don't have computer skills and you wish to work in today's world, come on down. We'll help you learn those things, and we'll have and take the time and the patience to work with you to make sure you learn what you need to learn.
Both the students and their teacher are so aware of what they wanted to be doing after a career of work. They knew that this was their opportunity to explore areas of events they could do because of the lack of the entitlement of free time. This is one of the wonders of our senior years that younger individuals are not in a position to do.
When I retired, I promised myself that I would stay busy. And so I joined the gym, and I decided you need more than just working out. I decided I would do some of the schools that Torrance offers. I'm taking a caregiver class, and I'm taking this class and other And I think it's good to keep your mind busy as well as your body. And I want to buy a computer for home finally, so this would be perfect with an instructor to help me on what kind of stuff to look at and buy and what have you.
Retirement, aging, and stepping into new endeavors all equal many benefits for the mind and body of seniors. Local author and columnist Helen shares with us her expertise on why it's important for older adults like us to try something new at least once in their life.
This is wonderful because what you do is you defy the aging stereotype. You defy the fact, quote, you're too old to learn something new, to do something new, to take a risk. And I think these are our heroes and heroines today because they defy the stereotype and they live the reality. And the emotional fulfillment and the realization that says, you know, I'm not like what these other people think. I have a lot in me, a lot to give, a lot to do. I think that's called victory.
Phillip Cohen is a great example of someone who has defied the aging stereotype. In fact, he's become younger at heart, fulfilling a lifelong dream.
As a kid, I grew up in New Jersey, and in New Jersey we had basements, and pretty much every basement in New Jersey had a Lionel train set. And my dad would always bring home new trains and cars and engines, and we would work on it in our spare time and build the thing. And when we moved to California in 1964, unfortunately the house that we got didn't have a basement, so we ended up selling the trains, and that was about the last of it for quite a while.
Eventually, Phillip would become a volunteer train engineer. The trains at Wilson Park called the live steamers, a fitting role for someone who's always loved trains.
I came over on a Saturday and they just happened to be out here working, and I introduced myself and they welcomed me with open arms. And I came back the following Sunday, which was their actual run day when they're open to the public, and I saw what it was all about and I fell in love, and that's the beginning, I guess.
Little did Phillip realize what would start out playing with big trains got him even more than he ever imagined when he gets the feedback from the children and their parents as he ran the train on the tracks filled with little kids and big ones too.
I think the best part of getting involved with this train group here with the Southern California Live Steamers is the fact that we are all volunteers, and volunteering is a big part of it. I think if I had a large estate and I was able to build a railroad on it and just ride around in circles around my estate, it would get pretty boring after a while. But the fact that we're here able to give rides to the folks and the kids and watch the smiles, I mean, that's what really does it.
With all the happy smiles coming to Phillip, he added a new character to his volunteer work. He grows his beard every fall as he becomes a Santa Claus, driving the trains for the children.
It was a few months ago where I had just started growing the beard and it was starting to get a little bushy. And a little 4-year-old had just finished riding the train, and he got off of it and I was running the station, and he walks up to me and he looks up and he goes, "Are you Santa?" And I went, "Shh, don't tell anybody, this is my summer job." And the look on his face just cemented it, right? I mean, it was it right there, and his parents were standing behind him and watching this, and I said, "If you're a good boy, I'll come visit you this Christmas." And his parents were just beaming at that. I mean, it just made my day, it made the kids' day, made their day. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Timothy Brothers works his day job as a L.A. County Sheriff, and he's starting a little younger at age on his never-too-late list. His fascination with trains began at an early age. This gave him a chance to be around the trains that he was so happy with. So it isn't a surprise that he became a volunteer president of the nonprofit Life Steamers and spends all his time there.
The thing I wanted to do, which was give rides to the public at Disneyland, we were able to do the same thing here. So yeah, where I was able to do basically what I wanted to do, but just in a little smaller version.
What is interesting is how many people use the term bucket list. And everybody knows what everyone else is talking about. So I think the first thing is, regardless of your life stage, this has a message, as in years are going by. The other thing is, it's one of the classic definitions of midlife is that you realize you have fewer years in front of you compared to the years that you've already lived. And that's kind of the classic midlife crisis. You get the red Porsche with a convertible, as in what am I waiting for? You get the trophy wife, the whole 9 yards.
It's never too late to learn how to use the computer. I feel like I don't care how old you are. It's still time. Whatever age you might be, you should really try to learn how to use the computer.
A lot of things that you want to do, if you don't give up that dream, you'll find a way to do something that's as rewarding, or if not the same thing that you really dreamt about. So you kind of have to leave your mind open. Don't be too focused on a particular time and place, because if you just like leave your mind open, opportunities will come around.
The important thing is never cut yourself short. There's always something new that's just around the corner, and until you experience it, you won't know what that something is. But keep your mind open and look for something that's interesting, that you have a passion for. And if you have a passion for it, that's a win-win situation.
Well, in my opinion, it's never too late to learn, and I do believe that keeping your mind and your body busy is good for you.
I hope all these stories that we've heard of the seniors living their dream, going back and saying, I want to do that now, this time in my life, because it's never too late to learn something new and really be happy about it. I'm Hope Witkowsky, reminding you, knowledge is a powerful tool. Tune in next time for more secrets on successful aging.